In kindergarten, social studies is about experiences. Experiences are where everything we think and read and act and dance come from. My whole perspective on the world is formed by my experiences. And theirs are too, and I want to make theirs very rich and very powerful. So taking kids every Friday on a field trip, walking around our neighborhood, bringing the animals in the room, bringing in covered wagon, the one-room schoolhouse. All the things that they play with are experiences that make them think.
I can sound it out.
All right, you want to do yourself? And when they think about their experiences, they want to tell about them. And then they tell about them by writing about them. And they want to know more, so they start reading about them. And I just think that is the best gift that a good kindergarten teacher gives to her students, or his students, is experiences.
That's good. All right, come on in.
Our year-long theme was how things change, that history exists, that things happened before you were alive, that kind of made the world the way it is now. And so at the end of the year here, we're talking about how California changed because of the gold rush. 1, 2, 3, big rug magic. Let me see. Okay. All right, we are almost ready to send the 49ers off to look for gold in California. Well, what's some things that are in our trunk right now?
I can't fit.
Alani, what?
Pony Express journal.
The Pony Express journal that tells about your adventure. What else are in our trunks, Marlo?
Fans.
Fans that you made. The Pioneer trunk basically is the assessment in this unit about the 49ers. It is the idea that people made things on their own, that they had skills that we don't have anymore. The things they put in their trunk are all things that basically you don't really do anymore.
This one is my flip book. This is a candle we made. This is weaving we made.
One of the biggest challenges for teaching social studies in kindergarten is just how concrete it has to be. And so trying to find concrete things so they really get an idea. These are things that are no longer made, and there's a reason they're no longer made this way.
I think this one is a kind of like something to like remember people when you go on your journey.
And all things go in the box. And that kind of tells me that they got it. And now at this point, almost all the kids understand that things were different a long time ago. There's one more thing that to be a 49er, you had to have. I'm going to show you and see if you can guess. Today, I was really trying to get across the idea of a map. What is a map? What is it for? Why would people need it then and now? So what's this? This is the wagon, and they're going to California. And here I go. I'll go this way. No, go this way. No, go this way. Go this way. Go this way. Oh no, I don't know where we are. Okay, so did I ever get to California?
No.
No. Don't tell yet if you think you know. Keep it in your head. Do this if you think you know what we have to put in our trunks to get to California. All right, when I count to 3, don't yell it. Just say it. 1, 2, 3. Maps. We need maps. We talked a little about why the 49ers would have needed a map. Without a map, how would they go? There was no highway. There's no freeway. Talked a lot about what was there, what wasn't there. Walks away. There's no phone. That's a good point. There's no TV. Having only 6 years under their belt, they've seen lots of maps, but they never really look at a map carefully unless they're asked to. So here's a map. This is a map of what? Who can tell me?
California. Where they went?
No, look at the map again. California's on here, right there. But what's this a map of? Sam, what's this a map of? Bigger. It's essential in kindergarten to ask questions. Trying to get it from them as opposed to me dumping it on them. Farley. The world's a map of the world. I'm trying to say, you tell me what you know. What's this a map of, August?
The 1,000 Worlds.
That's a good guess, but I don't even know where that is. Ava?
The whole world.
That's a good guess, too. It's smaller now. There's a constant kind of assessment. What do you guys know about maps? Do you understand what shapes define this is India, this is Egypt?
India?
India is also a good guess. It's not India. For some reason, Egypt was a riot.
I was going to say Egypt.
Now, so you're going to say Egypt? Tucker.
California.
California is a part of this. It's one of the 50 states that are here. So where is this, Alani?
America.
It's the United States of America. When I went into teaching, I wanted to be the God. I wanted to have all the answers for them. And over the years, I realized it's much more powerful to be the guide and say, what do you know? What is it I need to teach you? And what is it that you've already understood completely? I gotta tell you something. There's something on every single map, whether it's the United States, whether it's California, whether it's the world. There's something, a little thing on every map. Do you know what it is? That. Why, he found it. Wow, you are so good. It's a compass. And why is there a compass on every single map in the world? Carson.
To show you where you're going.
To show you where you're going. Not everybody learns the same way. Kids are usually either tactile, auditory, or visual. And so making sure that whatever something new is shown to them, that they have those three options to look at. Every map has 4 letters on it. So there were the foam letters. This one is a what?
North.
N. What does N stand for?
North.
North. There were the cards they could look at. South. Let's spell it. S-O-U. And we put a picture. And I drew a what there? So that the kids would be able to use that if they weren't reading. Because palm trees grow in the south. We talked a little about the acronym NEWS. What does it say, McKenna?
News.
It says NEWS. A little code to remember what the letters are. So if you ever forget, well, what are the 4 letters in our compass? N-E-W-S spells news, and that tells you it's north, east, west, and south.
Yes, it's news, John.
It's news for you, exactly. It's telling you something you need to know. And that is probably the big lesson that I've learned as a teacher over the years. Do an activity, make it auditory, make it visual, make it tactile, and then see if they can take it someplace else. Can they put it on a map? Can they make their own compass? We have something called the contract system. Every day of the week, they have to do an activity with the adult. 2 of the activities are adult-driven, 2 of them are kind of figured out on your own. This week, the activities were making a compass. How you doing, compass people? Which is tied into what we had done on the rug.
A compass is a thing on all maps that you need to tell which way you're going. To north, south, east, or west.
Begin, and the other activity was making a map. And so you start with a wagon and you end with, what's this up here? Gold. And there's your compass right there. To make the map, you need to get your Pioneer journal, which they had done the previous week, and connect those 2.
This is the way we go. We're going to get the gold, and that's in California. And the line shows you where to go. You can go on this side of the castle or that side. There's like couches and chairs on the other side of the mountain, and you need to go around it to California. This is a compass. South is down. East is that way, and then west is that way, and north is up. So, compass tell you where to go if you don't know where to go.
The other table was making an heirloom, making a necklace to put in their Pioneer trunk. The final table was something called Pioneer paper dolls, just getting an idea of what people looked like and how they dressed in 1849. One of the best moments in the kindergarten is what's called the forest hum. There's noise everywhere, but none of the noise shoots out. It's where everyone's engaged, no one's alone, no one's sad in a corner. Everyone's getting the most out of the moment.
Cody. Summer.
The contract system is a way for kids to be more independent in the classroom.
Julia, Isabella, Sam.
The kids each have a little folder. One of the key components there is not losing your folder. That takes a while. We get lots of lost folders. Now in the contract, there's no words, just in case no one can read. There are symbols. There's a heart, a square, a triangle, a diamond. And the symbols are all over the room, over each table activity. So they start to figure out, I need to go to the diamond first, because there's a 1 on it. Once I finish that activity, I can choose to do something else. Okay, it needs to be colored in. It needs to be your best work.
Okay.
Okay? Once they've done the activity at a level that is their best work, then they get it signed off by the adult. All right. Okay, Lily, nice work. Let's roll your map up. And you go put this in your trunk and I'll sign your contract. Then they get to choose. They're free to choose any activity in the room, providing they haven't done it already. So if you say, I want to play with the turtles, well, find the word turtle in the room, because everything's labeled, write it in there, and we'll let you do that.